Disclaimer. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only and should not be considered as facts. Nothing that is said about any person, organization, gaming company, or sport topic in general should be taken as facts, as well as any talk about any political, religious, or medical topics. As for medical topics, at all times you should speak to a licensed medical professional before any opinion is considered. Everything that is said on this podcast is opinion-based only. Viewers and listeners' discretion is advised.
Welcome to the DrVtach Show. This podcast is a long-form conversation hosted by DrVtach with the top guests in the world of esports. All from owners, pros, semi-pros, former pros, and content creators of many games. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DrVtach Show. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Well, today we have a special guest, and I've been trying to get this man here on the pod, and finally we made it happen. Guys, I want to introduce you and welcome LeonGids from Fnatic. How you doing,
Hi,
Leon?
I'm good, VTech. How you doing today, mate?
Doing good. So, what you been up to, man? I know you were on a scrim, or you were helping your team out, or something, or.
Yeah, today, like I said, I wasn't supposed to be scrimming today, but some things happened, so we had to readjust our schedule today. Yeah, just grinding, you know me, just playing, grinding, all that stuff.
I feel you. I think Super from Team Sonics fully understands, because he also had to help his team out as well. Now, you're a manager for Fnatic, right?
Nope, I'm a player.
Oh, you're a player.
Yeah.
Okay, I got confused. I thought you were in the management scene.
Nah, never.
Okay.
Playing the whole time.
So, how is it? It all started for you. How did gaming just fell through? How is it? You went from console to PC. How did that all begin?
You mean like all the way back, like when I started gaming, or Siege?
Oh yeah, all the way back.
Yeah. Well, I remember really like, I just remember playing with my dad. To be honest, like when we were younger, like I think we had like a GameCube, all that type of stuff. You know, all the OG consoles and that. I think the main game I really remember playing that got me into gaming properly, and like wanting to, like, you know, just play shooters all the time, was playing Call of Duty 2, like way back in the day. I must have been like, what, 5 or 6. Just from then on, really, like my whole, I just kept playing games, shooters and stuff, and then eventually, like you said, when Siege came out, like I enjoyed it a lot on console, but I knew that like the main part of where everything was growing was on PC, so I just made that leap, because I wanted to PC game anyway, so I just made that leap with Siege when it first came out in Season 1, and then, yeah, it's just been Siege ever since, really.
That's phenomenal. Yeah, I started off on Siege and beta. Did you start on beta as well?
I think I actually played the closed alpha like way back. But
oh, jeez, y'all beat me then.
Yeah, I've been playing Siege since its basically inception.
Wow. Now, all the changes that have been on this game throughout the years, what season was your favorite?
Ooh. You know what? It's hard to say. I think maybe is it Blood Orchid? I think it was. That was just before or after Operation Health. One of them two.
Okay.
In Operation Health, even though there's no new content, I had 1,300 ranked games that season. I was grinding the game out, but I think my favorite season, yeah, just when like around Zafia, Ella, Ying, all those type of ops came out, was like peak Siege for me.
Yeah, I really like Operation Health. That was I believe that was my favorite season as well. I really liked it a lot. I was grinding on it like crazy. Loved it. I was a console player. And then
peak.
Oh yeah. I when I switched to PC, the craziest thing, I still play with controller.
Yeah, I did for a little bit as well, actually. I remember I was a Glass main as well.
And I do good. Like today I was playing a little bit of standard, just playing around, fooling around, you know, and having some fun, and went 5-0, and people like, I know you're using a controller, dude. What the heck? 5-0 on controller. I said, well, it's a lot of game sense too, and knowledge, and what to do and what not to do. And It's now if we go face to face on on a gunfight, I'm more likely gonna lose. But I'll put up a good fight.
Hey, I mean, it doesn't matter how good you are at shooting if you've got the knowledge and the smarts to win.
Yeah, that's what's really important. A lot of people don't know is game sense. This is why Jinxie, plays against a lot of these pros, and he does pretty decent. Doesn't do that bad. It's because all the years he has playing in the game.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So how's Fnatic doing? What's up with the organization? Anything new popping up? Are they just trying to thrive to go into something new, or how's that going?
In terms of that stuff, I'm not actually too sure. They don't really keep us in the loop of like where they want to go, like game wise or future like that. But the org itself has been really good. Obviously, we joined them back around January time this year, leaving Rogue, and it's just been great ever since. Like these guys, just like you can tell they're a serious org compared to some I've been in the past. Like they've got massive offices. Like one I think is in Berlin, one's in London. They have like loads of people working there all the time. They've got like just boot camp facilities that you can use whenever you want, basically. They literally said to me as well, like, if you just want to come down and play here, come anytime, it's always open for you. And just like, the people around there, they've got the experience and the history of Siege, and not Siege, like esports. So they know like when certain things are up, or they have the knowledge from previous like playing CS or whatever they played to know if like something's going wrong or well. They have a good input on that stuff.
That's so true. I mean, Fnatic is a really good organization. I have a friend that he was still is a content creator for Fnatic, but in the Halo scene. And he was so good. What's really crazy that the players on that team were kind of like a little bit envious of him. They're like, okay, we have a content creator that's actually better than us. And, I don't know. Let's keep them separate, because these are all friends. That's one of the things I didn't like about Halo is that friends recruiting friends instead of like management recruiting the players and having their own agent or somebody, recruiting. So he was always like number 1, top 5, top 3 in the world in rank and stuff like that. And he will play with other pros and just dominate. And people were telling Fnatic, please pick him up. But Fnatic decided afterwards to leave the Halo scene.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was sad. But, it is where the money comes. It's a business. If this game is not bringing in any money, so we're gonna have to move somewhere else. Might go into different games.
Siege is definitely the same though. Like in terms of like the friend aspect. Like a lot of teams these days will just, they don't really want to try or risk anyone new. They just go for someone that's like reliable and they know they've played with before. Like, and there's I like this guy as a person, so let's just get him.
Yeah, and it's sad because sometimes you may have some in the palm of your hand somebody that's really, really good that could help you win championships, win majors, but you don't select them because he's not a buddy, he's not a friend. You just don't know.
Yeah, definitely.
And that is a real sad moment because I know really good players out there. I mean, phenomenal players out there that deserve a spot. But, then again, who's recruiting them?
If you're not in the know or like in that circle already, it's very hard to get into it.
How you got picked up? By the way, what was your first team?
My first like tier 1 team was called S-Nose back in the day, which eventually turned into IDK. I joined as a sub from a little underage team that I had called Aquila. Just a bunch of me and my friends. Just playing the game. Obviously, we couldn't do anything because we were underage. So we'd just play a lot, and we're playing every day. And then we started scrimming like tier 1 teams and stuff. And then everyone knew us in the scene and that. And then one of my friends called Feral got picked up as a coach. And then one of the players from Eskimos was leaving, and he was a substitute. So my friend just, just recommended me, saying like, like obviously like I know him, I've played with him, like this guy's definitely got a potential, whatever. Like, just pick him up, as a sub, see how it goes from there. And then I think it was like 2-3 months later, I got moved from the sub spot to the main roster, and then ever since then I've just been basically rather stable in terms of the teams I've been on.
Wow, that's had to be exciting. From sub, now you're going to be in the main roster.
Yeah, it's been 7 years ago now. That was ever since I turned 18. Not looked back since.
That's cool, man. That's really neat. Yeah, I know a lot of players. They want to be a sub. They want to get their foot in.
Yeah.
Once they get their foot in, they're ready. Once they're a sub, they can say, I'm part of a organization. And then people would, tend to look at them. And if somebody gets sick and they perform really good, then there's
it's a lot easier.
It's a lot easier, yeah, for them to go through to go pro.
It's very risky, obviously, putting yourself in a sub spot when you never know what could be around the corner in a month's time or something. But yeah, there was nothing else for me back then. I just turned 18, and I knew if I just committed to it, it would happen. Like even before, when I was like 16, 17, I was just grinding every day.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that you have to be 18 to play Rainbow.
Yeah.
And certain other games to be pros that you could be 16, 17 or younger.
CS. Yeah, definitely. I think that actually might have hindered a little bit, like the scene a little bit, honestly, in Siege, just because like there was so many up and coming young players at the time, like Spoit, for example, 2 years ago turned 18. Like if you could do it from 16, he would have been playing for like 4 years ago. And there's so many people that are growing up or like playing around the same age as him at the same time that they could have been picked up into a team as well, but they just stopped playing because they just got bored of the game by then.
Wow. Now the role that you have with Fnatic, you're IGL and captain, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I got the management from.
That's right. I do a lot of like other management stuff anyway. So basically manage it.
So how is it being an IGL? How stressful? Because we just saw BDS go against W7M.
Yeah.
That was friggin' crazy. Now
that was a wild game.
Yeah, very wild. Look at fact. He is player. IGL. How the heck can you have that type of score and that kill streak being IGL at the same time? I mean, his brain must be going 1,000 miles per hour.
Yeah, definitely stressful. Obviously, like back in when we like won Berlin and stuff as well, I was like top fragging in the finals too. Like, yeah, it's just like LAN is a completely different ball game at least for me. Like when I'm at LAN, I'm just there for Siege and Siege only. So like I'm fully dedicated on just thinking about the game, playing the game, how to win, ways I can be better and stuff at the event. So I can definitely see like the adrenaline and everything else probably got to him, and he's just feeling it. He's just going constantly. And if you're feeling it like on the day, like he was, like he's just unstoppable really. Like in terms of calling and fragging, it's hard to really shut someone down like that. But it gets stressful. If it doesn't go well and things start going bad, then it's very hard to sometimes pick yourself back up.
Do a lot of times players will point the finger at you like, well, you told me to go here and I did, and guess what? I died, because of you, and I didn't want to go up here. Is there a lot of blaming game, going on when it comes to IGL? And, a lot of these guys will just start pointing the finger at you.
In terms of teammates and stuff, not really. Like I already tell them like before we even play. Like if I tell you to do something and it's stupid, but you die, it's not like, don't worry about it. It's my fault. I've told you to do that. Like I already have that kind of like mutual agreement type thing. They know what they do is based off what I say, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're building a strategy in your brain while you're trying to play at the same time, trying to make sure you could conquer your objective because it's difficult. I mean, I think I IGL one time. I was like, listen, I give up. I can't.
Yeah,
I was playing with a group of friends, and they're like, okay, you're going to have to be IGL. I was like, okay. 2 people go up, 2 people go down, 1 come with me. Whatever. 2 people. It was crazy. I was separating, like, there's only 5 in the game, right? Okay, 1 come with me, 2 go up, 1 go on the other opposite side. Free for all. Just kill, just do whatever you want, just find them and kill them.
It's hard to really base it off of like you said, just randomly getting thrown into it. It's very hard to just know what to do straight away. But I based when I transitioned to an IGL, I kind of was ready for it. Like I was kind of saying already, like at the time, this was like after SI 2022. I was like talking to my team and stuff. I was like, I think my next step from like, I was like, initially I was like an entry type of player. And I said, I think my next step for like the future that I want to start from now is I'm going to put myself in the support. I'm going to start trying to IGL. And then, yeah, we're just going to see how it goes from there. Because like I was already kind of IGLing, but I feel like it wasn't consistent enough. And obviously I think maybe entering was hindering it a little bit just because it was harder for me to think about how to play the game and what I wanted to do. So I took myself back. And I kind of just based it off my old teammates originally. Like, so when I was in Secret, I played with Meepy. And I just kind of thought about how he kind of called and how we played the game. And I kind of just implemented his style of that in towards my own style of how I wanted to approach it with my team. And it just meshed really well. I think it's hard, though, just doing it yourself. You definitely need, like, someone on the side to be able to shock call, and you need people talking all the time. It's very hard to paint a picture. Like, there's a lot of times at the moment where on my team, like, last stage, I'd say, okay, let's take this side of the map, whatever. And then no one would really give me a picture. Okay, there's like a player here, there's this setup here. And it's very hard to be able to actually paint a picture in your head of how you want to attack the round or do what you want to do because no one's really giving that info. So as much as it can be like, stressful in yourself, it's hard to do it if you don't have the people around you to help you do better.
Yeah. That's wild. Now you were with Team Secret, you said?
Yeah, Team Secret from 2018 to 2020.
How was it being with Team Secret?
Yeah, it was great. When we first joined, obviously we were IDK before Team Secret, so we were Orgless, and we just won DreamHack Valencia. We were trying to find an org before the Paris Major. We had a few offers from some orgs, nothing really came to tuition though. And then, I think it was like a week or 2 weeks before, so like we had Matt from Team Secret and John, but they're the higher ups in the org. They just messaged us like, "Yo, we want to get into Siege. You guys just won. You're doing good. Let's pick you up. Let's get it done." And then, obviously we flew through that. And then, it was a great time with them. They're really nice people and a great org. We had a good little run with them, but eventually we fell apart and then just the team had to disband.
Now, you're a 3-time champion, right?
Yeah.
Now those are 3 majors or?
No, so back in like 2018 time until 2020, there was minors. So you had minors, majors, SI.
Right.
I've won 2 minors, which is DreamHack Valencia and what's it called? It's called like the Allied Esports event. It was in Vegas. I don't know if it's got a better name than that, but if you Google that or whatever, that will come up, like Allied Esports R6. And then the Berlin Major in 2022 as well.
I'm going to be really honest with you. I think all of them are majors. To me, that's my thing. If you have to go against all these pros and these teams and that are freaking phenomenal, I mean, they should just call them majors. I mean, look at the World Cup. I mean, tell me about that. That was freaking wild. And you're playing against the best of the best. You got to get qualified. You got to make it in. It felt like the Olympics in a way. And obviously, Esports World Cup is they just like totally redesign everything. They make it all games to be included. Competitive games. And that is huge. I think the prize, the pool prize is really, really decent. Really, very, very
Oh, yeah,
good.
it's the second best by far. Like, I think might even be better than SI.
I think it's better than SI.
Yeah,
I
it's
think.
at least on par with it, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way they did it is cool. Like, I liked all the little trophies that everyone got, and then if you lost, you get destroyed, and all the points for, like, orgs and stuff. And the better that the team did per org, like, the org would get more points, and they'd get more money for the org. Stuff like that as well was really cool.
Correct. I mean, it's for me. It's just it's wild. I think what they did is really phenomenal. I like what they did. I like the structure of it. It was very clean, really neat. The way they explain it. It was, I mean, it was just phenomenal. And I heard a lot of players, they were like, listen, not for nothing, I'm not going to lie. The World Cup was 100 times better than SI.
Oh, yeah.
I was
Definitely.
like, they're like, yeah, they say the hospitality here is phenomenal. They said they just they fell in love with it. Some went to as far as like, I'd rather win World Cup than win an SI. So SI will come in second place. The way they did it, I mean, it was really neat. Now, my thing is, when it comes to tournaments and comes to competition and comes to viewerships, I think Brazil. That was really wild.
What, SI Brazil, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
SI in Brazil.
That was crazy. I was really annoyed I did not make that. I was really annoyed.
Really?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Did you get a chance to, I mean, did you go anyhow to go visit to see?
I couldn't. I was like moving house and just had a baby at the time, but
Okay.
yeah, just not making that event. It's like I've made made the last two SIs, and then not making that one and having a really poor year that we did. It's really heartbreaking, to be honest.
I bet.
Especially seeing the crowd and the people and stuff like that. That would fire me up so much.
It fired everybody up.
Yeah.
It fired everybody up. That's my thing is the problem with the Esports World Cup. It's very far away. And not everybody could travel there or have the money to travel there. Now, if it was like, let's say, probably like somewhere in the UK or somewhere in Europe or probably in the United States, I think the crowd will be bigger.
Oh, yeah.
Because they show the crowd over there, and this is Saudi Arabia, so it's like, it was very small.
It was a very small seating as well.
Yeah, very small. But the place was spectacular. It looked beautiful. I mean, the way they designed, the way they did everything. And I was like, man, if this was in the U.S., it would be phenomenal.
Yeah, the whole city now is basically just like an esports hub. Like the whole, like I was talking to my coach about it because he was out there on the analyst desk. Like just the way they do things out there for this event is crazy because it's all backed by the government and they're getting shit done there. To be honest,
Wow. Well, hopefully this year you'll make it to the SI.
Yeah, well,
I have a good feeling because you're good. not gonna lie, man, you're good. I was watching some of your stuff, bro. I was like, dang, this guy's it's lethal.
yeah, I had one of my better stages this year as well so far. So hopefully,
Wow. That's good, man. That's good. What do you do in your time off? What do you do to get your mind off of gaming? You have any hobbies?
honestly, it's been pretty chaotic for like that. Like I said, since I've had my child in January, it's been non-stop. Like, obviously, we had child, then I moved, and then I bought a house, and then we got a dog 3 months ago or something now. So I've not really had a lot of time to really do what I wanted to do. I've just been obviously, looking after him or grinding Siege. So really, at the moment, I don't have many hobbies. I just walk the dog a lot. But I do. I am heavily and being a dad, but I'm heavily invested into like airsoft and stuff. I've got loads of gear downstairs.
How does it feel being a dad?
It's good. It's really good, to be honest. Like, a lot of people were telling me at first, like, "Oh, you're gonna hate it. You're like, it's a struggle and stuff." And
Nah.
like, it's really not as hard as people, I think, make it out to be. It's been rather good so far.
It's the best thing ever.
Yeah, it's really good.
Boy or girl?
Boy.
Boy. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna be like daddy.
Yeah, he's
Gonna be like daddy.
He'll be whinging, and then I come downstairs saying he's full of smiles. And the happiest kid ever.
How old is he?
6 months tomorrow. Oh, 7 months tomorrow.
7 months. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's still baby.
Yeah, he's still a little baby, but he's
wait
completely
until he
different
start
now.
grabbing your mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him a little side chair thing to like latch onto my desk so he can sit down and watch me and stuff.
Oh, that's phenomenal. It's going to make you feel really good once you notice and you start seeing your son imitate you. Because my son is 12 years old right now.
Yeah.
And when he was very, on a toddler stage and he hit 1, 2 years old, he started like doing things that I do. If I, touch my head, he'll start touching his head, and then it's really, really cool. It's really cool. It's a special feeling once you start seeing your son growing, getting older, and when he starts trying to imitate you. Yeah. Even to the point when you get angry and or if you hit your table, he's gonna start doing the same thing. You're gonna like, what are you doing? The thing is, he's following you because you're his hero.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I didn't think I'd like. Obviously, it sounds weird to say, or like it might sound horrible. But like, I didn't think I'd enjoy it as much as I actually do. Obviously, because none of it was planned. I'm gonna be honest, none of it was planned. It kind of just came out of nowhere, and like, obviously, I was shitting myself a little bit about it. But yeah, once it once he was here and he started like developing and stuff, and he's like reacting to what I do, like even if it's like making faces or noises and stuff, and just laughing all the time. It's just like it's such a great feeling. I just never thought I never thought like I'd understand it, but I truly understand like all that type of side of it now.
Oh, good for you, man. Trust me, it's the best thing ever.
Yeah, it really is.
It's the best thing ever. And then hopefully you'll teach him about gaming and
definitely.
And probably he's gonna like, okay, I want to get into play. I want to become a pro as well.
I'm already planning his setup in his room, exactly how he needs to have it and what he's gonna have.
Yeah.
PC from the get-go, get him on CS, make sure he's grinded it from a young age so he can make loads of bank for us when he's older.
You know what? When it comes to a game, Counter-Strike, oh my gosh. Like you said, CS, that game like never dies.
Nah,
the fan base is like huge. It keeps on growing. It's like, wait 1 second. And my fear is with Rainbow that I don't know. I don't feel that secure about this game as I do with Counter-Strike. I know Counter-Strike is going to go on for another, 10 years, without a doubt.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Rainbow, I just don't know. I have an iffy feeling about it. I just don't know. It concerns me. It has the potential to. But the cheating in it, and the new players coming in and they're facing against cheaters, it just like a lot of them just uninstall it.
Yeah, it's not even that as well. Even like the esports side of it all. Like, obviously every year, like people always saying the game's dying or stuff like that. But like, when you see it yourself, like, okay, they've stopped like funding for this amount of like majors or this amount of stages of EUL, and even like they used to have like the LAN for NAL, that's gone. Like, just slowly and slowly, obviously, things slowly, they take things away from you bit by bit, and you're just like, maybe this is the last year, maybe, like, and you're always thinking about it, like, when it first started and it was booming, like, 2017 to 2019 and stuff, like, you never really thought about that stuff, you're just playing, but, like, obviously now there's a lot more commitments for myself and responsibilities. I'm sitting there, like, going, well, maybe I should, like, see what my options are, just in case that does happen. It's very hard to say right now, like, what's really going on, but yeah, it's hard to say. I don't know what they're doing about it or anything, but I do know that the dev team, because we was out in Barcelona with them a few months ago, like, I know these guys love the game and they just want to see it thrive, and they really want to see it do well, and the changes they're making, or the new ops and maps and stuff they're making. I know there's a lot of good things they want to bring in, and I know that they have the passion to keep the game going. So I think there is something cooking in the back. I just don't think they've said anything. They've kept it super tight or secret or something. But I feel like there's something cooking in the back. I have good faith.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I always try to stay positive when it comes to Rainbow, but it's hard, but I want to stay positive. I want to, because I just don't know. I love the game. I really do. I really love it. I don't want it to go away. I want them to fix the issues. I want them to make the fans happy. I mean, I'm going to give you one thing that I don't like. I don't like standard. It sucks. I liked unranked. They shouldn't even touched it at all. Because unranked, okay, I do face cheaters on unranked, but it's not as much as I do on ranked. Mm-hmm. So unranked, you have the same, basically format. You could pick and ban ops, pick and ban maps, etc. And have some fun. Now, if you face a cheater, you won't be that upset because is unranked. It's not going to affect your rank. But they eliminated that, and then they just put standard, which is horrible. Oh, we just designed it so it can make it go in quicker. No, we like that. So many people love that because there's some maps we don't like and we want to ban those maps. And now we got to suck it up if we if we get in it, So and that's one of the things I wish they bring back. And then I also think they have to fix this issue with the cheating because it's just horrendous. Yeah, I know a lot of people are talking about they need to do hardware ban. Like I think Valorant does that, right? Valorant?
Probably.
If you're cheating on Valorant, they'll ban your PC from playing in their servers.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to get around that type of stuff, though. Certainly issue.
Yeah, I mean, like my grandfather used to say, whoever invented the lock, it also invented the key.
Yeah, true.
So there's a way around it, but I mean, I know it won't be too easy now. It won't be so much cheaters.
Yeah, we've been playing Face It Proving Grounds a bit more. It's like a hub on Face It and stuff for Siege just because of the cheaters. And even then, like a few games recently, we've had a few cheaters queue up in it, and like you can tell straight away that they're cheating just because of their name and they made the account the same day they're queuing and all that stuff. But so it gets sorted out rather quickly. You don't have to go in game. But the fact that it's even spread into there is a concern. Like you said, I think most of my games this season, I think Fresh has like a Google sheet which he shows like a statistic of like cheaters in games per cheaters not in games, and like he's got stats for me, and like mine was like 60 to 70% of my games are cheaters in or something, and I played 70 games or something so far, and like and since that I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna stop playing ranked for a bit. I still need to get champ, so I have to do that eventually, but it's impossible at the moment.
Wow. You got your champ now, or still?
No, I'm still diamond 3. I need to get on there and grind a bit more.
Oh, okay. When's the next season coming out?
What? So what? Manchester Major was end of May, so about a month, probably a month and a half.
So a month and a half, the new season should be coming out.
Yeah, every 3 months, and that came out at like start of June. So probably about a month and a bit.
Well, you got enough time then.
Yeah, I'll get it. I'll get it eventually. It's just.
I mean, you could get it. I mean, geez, you could get it by yourself.
Yeah, I was playing this morning by myself. Actually, I got a few wins.
Yeah, that's what I do when I play by myself. I just play on standard and have just the fun of it. Talk to people.
I wish I could do that. I really can't. I have to play like ranked or something like that. And even then, like you said, you talk to people, but in Europe, like people either don't have mics or they don't talk English. So it's just like you're always in silence.
Yeah. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Now, what type of mouse and keyboard do you use? Use a Woody?
No, I have a custom keyboard actually.
Oh, okay.
When did I get it? Like 3 years ago, I think. I just like I was using all these keyboards and stuff I was getting from like whatever, and I was like, none of these feel nice. So I just messaged this guy that I knew that did keyboards. I was like, listen, I just want a nice 65% keyboard that like feel like I need some nice switches, and just tell me, give me like a rough price and stuff. And he gave me it, and then I was like, you know what, let's just send for it. And then I got it, and it's like I can't use any other keyboard now. Like once you get a custom one, you can't go back. Genuinely, it's so hard. It's so hard.
Now he does this as a company, or he does this privately, or
I think he's like I think he does it privately, but it's his company, but he's just
okay
by himself.
Okay, so he does it by himself.
Yeah.
He has his own type of thing going on. Yeah, so you got to order quite a few because if he gets sick or something, or
they're quite expensive. So,
oh yeah, I mean the Wootings are expensive, and Duckies as well. They're expensive.
Yeah, true. I was looking at the Wootings the other day. Actually, they're pretty expensive, but like these custom keyboards, I think Pengu's got one as well, and his one was like, I think it was like at least $1,000, like maybe even more. Mine was only $250, so mine was like a light keyboard. But
yeah, I mean, I've seen some that are around $300, $400. Mm-hmm. When
they're
you
definitely
have
worth it though.
Oh yeah, they're definitely worth it.
Yeah,
but
if you're playing every day and you just want something more personal, like you can't go wrong with it. Like there's all different softwares as well, like to help sort of adjust all your things. So it's not like you're missing out by not having like actuation functions and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of fans think that these players are using Microsoft or Razer and all this, LG and stuff like that, Logitech. I'm like, no, I mean, they could. I said some may use them because they're sponsoring, they're getting paid to use them. But doesn't mean that's what they really use when they're competing.
Yeah, definitely.
They're not going to use those. And I said, listen, it's like anything. It's like any sports, like American football, oh, I wear these shoes, or basketball, I wear these, a lot of those shoes are already custom made on the inside. They say, listen, I want it to be more cushion. I want it to feel like this. I want to be like that. So they have theirs, special made.
Mm-hmm.
Even
you
when
say that, but I do use like Fnatic has their own gear and stuff. I do use the Fnatic mouse and mouse pad. I really,
you do?
Like, they're really like actual good like products and stuff. Like I was a bit not optimistic. I can't think of the word. A bit skeptical at first about like, okay, let's see what that gear is. But like after talking to the guys that like make it and stuff and like develop it and then actually using it, like genuinely is really great stuff.
Oh wow! Now this is the keyboard or the mouse?
Mouse and mouse mat. The keyboard's decent as well, but it's just not like I said. It's hard to.
What
adjust
mouse do you use again?
It's a Fnatic Lamzu Fawn 4K.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's more of an ergo mouse. It's not like a Jeep or anything. It's like made for right-handed, but it's just really comfy and really light as well.
Oh, that's wild. Yeah, I know. My buddy, he that I said he's a content creator for Fnatic. He'll get some stuff from Fnatic for free. Yeah, it's pretty wild. The Halo guy, Halo player. Yeah, he would show me his stuff. He said, "Oh, I got the shirt, I got this hoodie, or I got what?" I was like, "Oh man, send one of them to me."
Yeah, I know this. I know the people can't see, but you can see in the back, like the mouse mats and the mouse box and the keyboard.
That looks sweet. Not for nothing. Yeah. That looks really,
free
really
promo
nice.
for them. They better, they gotta pay me good for keeping their products up, of course. But yeah. I mean, like I said, like I wouldn't use it if I didn't like it. So I've got quite a
Well, Fnatic's a really good org. It's a really, really good organization.
Yeah,
I like to get to meet the owner one day. I mean, talk to him. I had the CEO of M80. He was here on the pod. I had one of them that was for Team Parabellum. That org is no longer was on the pod. I had some big names in here. Bring them on and talk a little bit and stuff like that. It's fun.
Yeah, they're nice people as well.
Yeah, where they're based at?
They've got one. Well, the higher ups and stuff mainly work in London.
Oh, okay, they're from London.
Yeah, but they do have a Berlin studio for like the Valorant and League team and stuff. So I think they switch between the two, but like primarily they stay in like London just because like family and all that stuff.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Now, where you at? You're in what part of the world?
England.
England.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in the northeast of England at the moment. I am from the southeast, but I moved up here 2 years ago-ish.
For a moment, I thought you were in the United Kingdom for a moment. I was like, wait, is it UK or is it England?
Oh, same thing, really. UK, England.
Yeah. Basic right there.
Yeah.
Wow, man. That's wild. That's wild. So how are things over there, man? Because I see the news going around. It's going crazy over there.
Yeah, one of those like riots and stuff are literally like 10 minutes from me. Like
Are you kidding me? Really?
Yeah, like in the town center of where I live, like literally 10 minutes. Not even that drive away. It's crazy.
God, may
And
God
like,
protect you, man.
Yeah, I told like my missus like you're not going over there. Like none of us are going there. But I was like, obviously there's a lot of bad things happening like that in the UK right now. But there's a lot of people behind the scenes who are doing a lot of good. Like as that was happening, like there was a bunch of posters going out and like posts saying like the next day we're gonna come over here, we're gonna clean it up, like get it all sorted. And there's a load of people there like trying to fix it up and make it good again. Because it's I don't know what's going on in the UK right now, but it's fucked.
That is crazy, man. It is sad to see this type of things happening over there because you never heard it before. You think about how was it, 15 years ago, or 10 years ago. It wasn't like that.
Yeah. I don't know why it's really begun or what's going on. I'm just staying away from that stuff. I don't want to get involved. I don't even want to even be associated
that's
with it.
I don't blame you to just stick to gaming now.
Yeah.
It's like you're at home. You don't have to be part of that. You don't have to go outside and start, protesting or whatever, getting involved because, nowadays protesting is like going to war. Before you have the freedom and you're just speaking your mind, you're giving out your opinion, you're just, doing a respectful, decent, protest, and then you get done and then you go home and eat and, go to sleep. And hopefully the government changes their mind on something. But nowadays, you go out, it's like, you got to be careful. You got to watch your back. People are throwing bottles. People are throwing, rocks and stuff like that. And just like, it's just really crazy.
Yeah.
So the good thing is that you just stuck to gaming. You're in your house. You don't have to even go out to work.
Yeah.
Now you don't actually work. You have a separate job, or you're still.
This is my full-time job for the last 7 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, well, I obviously like I stream and do content and stuff, but it's nowhere near like a full-time job or even a part-time job, like money-wise. So.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's I'll tell you something. Now you have a child. You're married. You have your wife, and you just got to save up that money, man. Save it for rainy days.
Yeah, I'm trying. It's hard at the moment, to be honest. Obviously, we just moved in here, so like.
Also, you just moved recently? Like, this is like not long ago?
6 months ago. I think 6 months ago. Tomorrow, actually. We moved a month after. We moved 1 month after Arlo was born. Yeah, we bought this place, like full out and everything. So.
Now she work as well. She helps you out.
Yeah, she's obviously on maternity leave at the moment. Obviously for Arlo and whatnot, but
okay.
Yeah.
Is she a streamer or she does something else?
She used to do streaming and content. She still does content. She used to be a Siege creator, but obviously does more like baby creator stuff now. Just all about baby and mum stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's really nice, man. Do you guys that's how you met her?
Yeah, through Siege, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, it's crazy, I know. I honestly didn't even expect it, but yeah.
That is wild. You met her through Siege.
Yeah, literally.
That's freaking crazy. Hey, it can happen. It can happen.
Man. Yeah,
it can
it's
happen.
Crazy.
Love
never
is...
thought,
Yeah.
Never thought 7 years ago when I first showed my first two on team, I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I'm going to find someone, have a child with him, and then all this stuff on top of it.
One of my buddies, same thing happened to him, was Rexon from Sonics.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Fun fact about that, actually, with his missus, I am the reason they are together.
Oh, really?
I am, yeah. It happened at the Berlin Major. I remember it so well. He was pissed out of his mind after like a night out, during there's like a free day between like playoffs and groups and stuff. And we're all out just drinking and that. And then by the end of it, he come up to me and just goes, "Leon, what's her name? What's her Twitter? What's her Instagram? I need to know." And I was like, I'll DM you it, brother. I'll DM you it. I can't remember it right now, but I'll find out and I'll DM you. And ever since then, he messaged me the other day. He's like, "You are literally the reason like this has happened. Thank you." I was like, "Yo, as long as you invite me to your wedding, I'll be all right."
That's freaking wild, Leon.
Yeah.
Man, because of you, bro.
The amount of love I create in the scene.
Yeah.
Like Cupid of Siege.
Leon the Cupid. You made that happen. That is freaking crazy. I actually, we're really good buddies, and I messaged him, I DM him privately, and I told him, man, I'm super happy for you. Super happy for you.
Yeah, I'm glad he's happy.
Yeah, because I told him, I said, hey, I wish you the best, and I know, you really love her, so. And I gave him a little bit, some advice and stuff like that, some personal stuff, but, and I told him about how I met my wife. I'm going on 12 years of marriage.
Congrats.
See, with me, I'm crazy, man. I'm just freaking crazy. I now that I think about what I did was probably the most craziest thing, and a lot of people like, oh, dude, I would never do that. And I said,
what do you have to tell me?
Was that I met my wife. We dated for 3 months. On the 4th month, I got married.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good. That's crazy, bro. I mean, if you know,
crazy.
You know, right?
Yeah.
What I mean?
I tell people I do not do what I just did. Because it was like a flip coin, and if it landed good, and it was one of those lucky ones that, I just felt it. I just felt like, don't waste your time. She's the one. Go for it.
That's crazy, man. That's good job to you, man. It's worked out well.
Yeah. 12 years, going on 13.
I could never do that. Even though I've got a child, I could never do that. Can't even think about proposing to her now. Can't.
Oh man, trust me, it's the craziest thing, the craziest leap. But I'm so happy that I did and she did. We went forward. We have a beautiful family. We have a phenomenal son, very smart. We don't regret it. So it's one of those things that I tell people. I don't recommend that, but if it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
You wanna date for some time and get to know the person, see if this person is right for you. Don't do what I did, go 3 months dating and then get married on the 4th month, So I just had that faith that I knew she was the one. That's why I did it. It's crazy. Yeah.
That works out well for you, man. That's good.
Oh yeah, it's good. But it's wild. It's wild. Yeah, man. Rexon is phenomenal, man. I could tell he's really happy. He's happy. The photos that he puts up and stuff like that. So I love stuff like that. Oh yeah, because on Twitter you just see so much stuff that is negative, and sometimes you want to see something positive. Sometimes I just want to see something good.
There's a lot of hate right now going around.
Yeah, this world is like really messed up. I just want to see some love. I don't want to see hate, and I don't want to see people fighting and punching and all this stuff. And
it's all my page is now since it's become X, especially with like the riots, and that's all I see.
I kind of noticed there's something with the algorithm. Somebody says, listen, if you see something about food, click on it, watch it, give it a thumbs up, or comment on it. Or you see something about animals, puppies, and cute things, whatever. Just click on it, like it, and you're gonna start seeing more of that stuff. Okay. And actually, it did work out. There's something that I was like, okay, this sounds really weird. It's called food porn.
I do know about that. I'm like,
oh man, that looks freaking great. So I'm like clicking it that I like it, and I commented, geez, I will eat that, and I was like, looks phenomenal. I'm like, now I'm hungry. And then I noticed I've been getting a lot of their feeds and a lot of, feeds about food, and I'm like, okay, now I'm kind of picking it up. But if you click on a video that's, of a riot or whatever, you're just, it hits you on that algorithm to start seeing that junk again.
Yeah, that's what I did. I clicked on one video. It's all gone downhill since.
Oh gosh, yeah. So you know about food porn. You love to eat too, huh?
Oh, of course I do. You've seen me. I'm a big fella.
Yeah, me too.
I like cooking as well, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I proper got into it since I moved house and stuff.
Yeah, I cook a lot too. I mean, I cook when my wife is at work. I cook when she's at work. I cook, and then when I'm at work, she cooks. We both work in the medical field, so I work in a hospital. So our shifts are a little bit crazy. So we work 12-hour shifts. Yeah. She works a little bit more days than I do because she's management. But I only work 3 days a week, and then I'm done.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. But whoever's home cooks, Yeah. Now, there's one day that we cheat is that on payday. We usually never cook. We just decide to buy out.
Yeah.
We're going for Chinese or we're going for Mexican. We're going to go, okay, let's, we got paid today, so let's just buy something to eat.
Yeah, that's what I'm like all the time as well. As soon as that comes in, I'm like, we could do one. We could do one.
We could
treat ourselves a bit.
What's your favorite dish?
What to order?
What to order and what to make? What is it you like to make?
To make, it's a tough one at the moment. I've been making a good curry. A nice butter chicken at the moment. I've enjoyed a lot.
That's one of my favorite dishes.
Yeah, I normally do I'll do it in a big batch as well, and I'll freeze it. So we have
Yeah.
I freeze the sauce so that we have maybe 2-3 meals worth of sauces, so we can spread it out over a week or two and stuff like that. And I don't know, to order, I don't know. I don't think you can really go wrong with a burger when you order. It's very hard to mess a burger up. So I think that's always my good fallback. Yeah,
that's very, very good. Love burgers, man. Burgers is one of my weaknesses.
I feel you.
If they're double, even better. Double quarter pounders like that, big and juicy.
Yeah.
Mushrooms and Swiss cheese. Oh, man. Leon, you're getting hungry, brother.
I am. I'm not eating dinner yet. I'm getting a bit hungry.
You can start getting hungry.
I could treat myself a little bit.
Yeah. The problem with me is I'll eat something. Then later on, I want to eat something again. Mm-hmm. And then if you see a slice of pizza with a lot of stuff on it, it's like, okay, I'll eat that. And then there's some French fries, or something that you start. Yeah. It's something. I don't know what it is. It's you want to continue eating because it's delicious. You just love food.
I think my main problem at the moment is always trying to get a little sweet treat in the evening.
Oh,
That's what
yeah.
we call it. We'll just sit there, we had dinner and stuff, we sit down, I'm like, I could have a little ice cream or something like that, and it's hard. It's sometimes very hard to not want to do it. But we've been cutting out all that crap at the moment.
Yeah.
Not ordering as much as well.
Yeah, I had the same thing. I had to cut down a little bit of my food intake, and I had this little tumor. It was a cancerous tumor in one of my kidneys, and
oh wow.
Yeah, the doctor caught it at a very early stage, and he said, got to get that out. Got to get it out. So he took it out, and he said, usually people get, this from either cigarettes or they get this for, they will get it, get from numerous of things, but a lot of it is because of obesity. Mm-hmm. And it freaked me out. I'm like, dude, no way. He said, yeah, you were 198, and then within a year or two, you went above 200 and something, almost 290 pounds. That was a lot on your body. So your body had to process that really rapid, and you just forced it.
Yeah.
So he says, now I want you to cut down on your calories and cut down on a lot and just start eliminating your sodas and drink a lot of water. And I'm like, okay. So I do still eat a lot. I still do eat, but I try to eat now like healthy stuff. You know,
Yeah,
if I
feel
go
that.
with cheeseburgers, I'll just eat that with like once in 2 week period. You know,
Yeah.
and just kind of control myself because it was a scary moment.
Yeah, I feel that. Like obviously, I've been quite a big guy now. So I don't know, basically since playing Siege professionally. Like, yeah, I did.
Oh yeah, so it's been in your genetics. I mean, you've been big, you know, for some time.
Yeah.
No, it's what the rapid is like. If you were like thin and then a year or
Yeah.
two, you just got really, you put on a lot of stress on your body, and that's very concerning. But if you were always been like that, you know, no. I mean, obviously, always advise people to, you know, stay healthy, you know, do what you got to do, take care of yourself. At least 30 minutes a day walking
Yeah.
makes so much of a difference.
Yeah, obviously, I'm getting to that age as well now. Like, I'm nearly 25, and like, it's not like obviously I'm not like young or I'm not old, sorry, but like, yeah, it gets to a point at a certain age where like you're like, okay, well, you need to start focusing on some of those things a bit more. And so like,
Yeah.
I've been a bit more conscious about that stuff because I know some things are like starting to affect me like physically as well, just from being like obese and stuff like a few
Yeah.
years ago. Since like 2021, I've lost like 30 kilos, but recently, in like the last month, I've been walking because I've got a dog. That's the main reason I've been walking. But like, I've been doing at least like an hour of exercise every day. And
That's
like,
good.
I can
That's
just feel
good.
the difference in myself, like, you know, stamina wise, like breathing, and just how I feel generally in the day. I just feel so much better. And like, obviously, it sounds so easy to do. Like, oh, okay, just go out once a day, or like, you know, just walk, or just do anything to get out. But I don't know what it is or what it's been. But like, if I don't have a reason to do something, I normally just won't do it. Or like,
Yeah.
you know, if I have nothing to do tomorrow, I won't wake up when I normally do. I'll set a few more hours in bed and, you know, be a bit lazier in the day. But now obviously I've got like a dog, all these commitments and stuff. I'm up early. I'm walking at least like an hour, 2 hours a day. I'm just trying to just stay healthy now. And I think the only problem is, like I said, like, yeah, sometimes at night I just want a nice sweet treat or something like that. So it's
Yeah.
just about cutting out all that stuff on top of walking more. Like, and I'm the lowest weight I've been since 2018 now.
Good for you.
So yeah,
Little
I just
by
gotta-
little, man. Little by little. Just, I mean,
Exactly.
one of the things that I started off was just I cut off the sodas, and I would just drink sparkling water.
yeah,
You know, flavored sparkling water, and that helped out cut those sweet cravings that I used to get at night. And then somebody told me just get you know, celery with ranch. You know, just dip on that, eat that. You know, get that. Because sometimes it's just like you it's a custom for so many years. I used to wake up and eat something sweet or eat a piece of cake or you know, something.
yeah,
So I had to like switch it. But you know, still now,
yeah. Obviously, it's hard to stay perfect.
yeah, it's
That
hard.
stuff,
It's
yeah.
hard, man.
Nah, I feel that fully, man. Like, genuinely, like, obviously, like, it's been a struggle of mine for ages. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's from like childhood trauma or something. I'm not quite sure. Like, there's like a
It
safety
could.
thing.
I mean, it could
not
be,
sure,
but it could be not. You know. it
Yeah,
could-
I don't know, but
but now
yeah,
you're
cut it out.
motivated because
Yeah.
now you have your son. You got to be there for him and be healthy for
Exactly.
him. That's one of the things that my wife had to sit down, you know, and talk to me. Said, listen, you know, you're gonna have to do something because you're obese and your weight is not that good, and you have a son, and you want to be there for him. And she told me all this medical stuff. You know, I was like, oh God, really? She's like, yeah. So I'm like, okay. So I noticed when she was serving me dinner, the portions were like very small. I'm like, geez, I can't go for seconds. She goes, no, you can't. You're going to have to hold on. I'm like, okay. But, you know, it's all good. I mean, if you're doing your walking, you're doing your stuff, you know, you're going to be okay.
yeah.
you
I
know?
mean, yeah. I mean, like I said, like, I'm just building it up little by little. Like, now that I do this every day, I want to start, like, you know, obviously I'm eating better, drinking better already and stuff. I want to start like hitting the gym and actually getting proper with it a
Yeah,
little bit.
that's what I did. I started going to the gym too.
Yeah.
Started going to the gym, but it's been kind of crazy because now school's about to start. So
Yeah.
it's been busy for me as well. Wait till those days come. You're going to have to take your son to school, do homework.
Yeah.
Oh, God, you're going to
gosh.
have so much fun.
I just stopped doing that, man. Like,
Have fun. Well, Leon, I know you're a busy man. I know you got things to do. You're captain of a team, and IGL, the responsibility is in your hand. I mean, it's so much. I tip my hat off to you. But I know this is that time. Leon, thank you so much for coming on, first of all.
Yeah, it's been great, man.
And I give everybody a minute to talk so they could tell where the fans could find you. What's your channel, Twitch, everything, Twitter. Go ahead. Yep. Stage is yours.
Oh, well, it's very easy for you guys. All my social media platforms are just at LeonGids. Very clean, very simple. So if you want to go over to any of them, drop me a follow, subscribe, whatever, all that good stuff, feel free to do so. I'm streaming, 5 days out of the week. I'm uploading on TikTok and YouTube every day. So there's lots of things coming up for me. You're never out of content watching my stuff. So, yeah, just head over there if you need anything. You want to have a good time, just relax. You know where to find me.
Okay, folks, you heard it from the man himself, LeonGids from Fnatic. He's a phenomenal human being, guys. Please, 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 please follow him on Twitch. Subscribe to his channel. Trust me, you're gonna enjoy it. He is really, really good. You may learn a thing or two. Trust me, you're gonna learn a lot. Now, I don't expect you to play at his level, but you could imitate him. Go ahead. Imitate him. Try to. You're going to enjoy it. Trust me, you're going to enjoy it. Really, really good. Well, Leon, thank you so much for coming in. And it won't be the first and the last time. I'll make sure to bring you on later on in the future.
Get me on again. And get me on again.
Yeah, this was fun. This was really
nice. Been a great
nice.
chat. Honestly, I've really enjoyed it.
Okay, brother. Okay, guys. You know what time it is. Till next time. God bless you. Peace.
Thank you for listening to the Dr. VTach Show, and don't forget to click follow.